Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Bethany. I'm the girl behind Well Loved Knits, and this week I really want to try and knit a bucket hat. I'm sure you all are aware that bucket hats are very trendy right now, or at least I hope that they are because I'm pretty late to the trend. I've honestly just been trying to figure out if I like bucket hats, if I think that they're cute. Are they cute? I don't know, but the idea to knit a boucle bucket hat has been in my head for a little while now, and I think now is the time, now that it's getting a little bit chillier outside, it's a perfect time to knit myself a hat. And I don't typically knit accessories, so I think this would be a really nice change for me, something new, something that's quick to knit, and will also be very cute and very handy in the wintertime. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know I am in love with the boucle version of my sable sweater. It's the coziest, fuzziest, like curliest little thing that I own. And I've been really dying to work with boucle yarn again. And I finally got my hand on some because it had been sold out forever. So finally, now that I have my hands on some boucle yarn, I can make this bucket hat become a reality. To knit this hat, I'll be using 2 strands of alpaca boucle and 1 strand of alpaca mix yarns from Drops Design. I've worked with this yarn before and I've absolutely loved it, and this time I'm really excited to be working with this chocolatey brown color, which I hope will pair nicely with my hair. Since I'm knitting this project with 3 strands held together, I can get away with chunkier needles. So I'll be using 9mm circular needles for this project. The hat will be worked up in 3 steps, starting with the crown body, and then picking up stitches for the crown, or the top of the hat, and then the brim. First, we will knit the crown body flat based off our measurements. I measured the circumference of my head, making sure that my clip was out of the way. And then I measured the desired height of the panel by measuring the top of my crown to the center of my forehead. Here are the measurements that I'm going to be working with. I compared these with my swatch to determine the number of stitches to cast on, as well as how many rows I wanted to work for the length of the panel. Because this is a stretchier yarn, I calculated 5 centimeters of negative ease so that this hat will fit securely on my head. I knit in stockinette stitch back and forth until I reached the length desired, and then I cast off. So really the crown body panel is so simple. I cast on stitches, and then I knit back and forth in stockinette stitch until I reach the desired length, and then I just cast off. The cast on cast off method isn't actually too important, just do whatever you're comfortable with. You'll be left with a long rectangle which will need to be sewn together before moving on to the next steps. With right sides facing me, I stitched both ends of the panel together using the vertical seaming technique. This created a band that I could use to pick up stitches for the crown and the brim. So it's pretty difficult to see with the boucle yarn, but to seam this together, we're looking for V shapes along the cast-on edge. We will insert our needle through both sides of the V's on each end of the panel and pull our working yarn through to fasten them both together. From here we can move on to transform this band into a cozy winter hat. Although we could just stop here for a nice ear warmer. Next, I recommend working up the crown of the bucket hat. Here you pick a side that will be the top of the hat and pick up stitches along the very edge. Then divide the number of stitches by 4 and place stitch markers evenly across the round. We are going to immediately work decreases before and after each stitch markers as we knit in the round. At the start of the round, knit 1 stitch, and then SSK. Knit until there are 3 stitches before the next stitch marker. Knit 2 together. Knit 1 stitch. And then slip the marker. Knit 1 stitch. And SSK. Do this the entire way around until you reach the last 3 stitches of the row, knit 2 together, and knit the last stitch. As you continue knitting, you will see the crown working inward at the 4 points you placed. I kept working in this pattern until the crown covered my head, and then I took whatever remaining stitches I had and fed the working yarn through each stitch, pulling tightly to join them all together in the center. Then I secured the yarn on the inside. Let's take a minute to chat about the sponsor of today's video, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators to explore new skills and strengthen existing ones. And if you love my channel and others like mine, you are definitely going to love Skillshare. On Skillshare, you can find classes covering a wide range of topics from knitting, crochet, sewing, other DIY fashion. Honestly, the list goes on and on. It's curated specifically for learning, meaning that there's no ads, and they're always adding new premium classes so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you. One class in particular I've been really enjoying is Hand Sewing Basics, Work Wonders with Fabric, Needle, and Thread by Bernadette Banner. I actually love Bernadette's YouTube channel, so when I found her on Skillshare, I was very excited. I've been wanting to strengthen my knowledge of hand sewing so that I'm better prepared to love on the clothes in my closet and make them last and stay well loved for many years to come. So if you'd like to try out Skillshare for yourself, the first 1,000 of my subscribers who click on the link in the description will get 1 month free of their premium membership. Thank you so much to Skillshare for supporting this channel, and let's get back into knitting that bucket hat. For the brim, we are going to flip the hat inside out and pick up an even number of stitches along the opposite end of the body. I did not pick up every single stitch in the hopes that knitting less stitches would allow the brim to remain more structured instead of being too floppy and drooping down over my eyes. I started by purling the first 6 rows of the brim and then switching to a knit stitch and knitting in the round for the same number of rows. As you work, your piece will look a little something like this. It's kind of funny looking and very, very long, but by doing this, we can flip the brim over on itself with the knit stitches right side facing up. The final touch to finish off this brim, I seamed together the cast off edge just under the small seam that was created when we picked up our stitches on the wrong side. So yes, I am very excited with how this bucket hat turned out. I think I'm definitely a bucket hat person now. I've already worn this out and I can tell you that it has kept me extremely warm, so it's gonna be so valuable in the wintertime. A couple of things. I was knitting, frogging, cutting up this bucket hat for a couple of days now, and just to get like the crown and the brim exactly how I wanted it. I would say that maybe the brim could have one more row of knit and purl, just to make it just a tad longer, but I still think that this is a nice length. It's not too floppy. It's pretty structured like I wanted it. I would love to see you guys also knit one for yourself. You can certainly do so with the instructions that I've provided in this video, and I hope you do. If you just take your own measurements and do a couple of calculations, you should be able to make one in no time. Also, I am going to be releasing a pattern for this so that you can have all of the stitch counts and rows and measurements already provided for you. So look out for that on my shop very, very soon. Finally, I want to say a huge thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. It's a huge support to the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. And don't forget that they are offering you 1 month free membership to the first 1,000 subscribers that click the link below. So definitely go and do so that you can take advantage of what they have to offer. So that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys watching and following along. Don't forget to like and maybe even subscribe if you liked this video. I would certainly love to have you stick around. And I will see you guys next Sunday. Bye.